What's going on, you guys, and welcome to another video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So I'm running into Frank with the Coyote swap once again. I'm meeting him over at the gas station real quick. He has a, for those of you who don't remember, he has a Coyote swap with a Gen 1 Coyote in it, where mine is the F-150 Coyote, his is the Mustang one. It's right over there. What year is your car again?
Mine is a 07 Mustang.
Oh, so it's the same as mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like doing the intro and everything, and I was like, I don't remember what year it was.
Nah, mine was an 07.
Okay.
I put it in the 14. Are you looking for the fuse box?
Yeah. Do you have another one? Is that your only one?
This one, as far as I understand, yes. There might be another one.
Oh, I think that's it right there.
There's another one. Yeah, there's a secondary.
That's where I think that one is. Because I actually contacted Power by the Hour, and they said, yeah, you have the Ford Racing one and not ours, and I think you have theirs.
I said, well, I have the actual Power by the Hour.
Oh, okay.
LS3?
Yep.
LS8?
LS3. But yeah, you can see the coolant that's sprayed out.
Yeah.
The video that I'm uploading, like, it explains all that. You have the same exhaust, right?
I got stock manifolds, 3-inch X pipe to 2.5-inch Corlett tacks.
Oh, so it's the same?
Roughly. I don't have long tubes though.
Not yet. My neighbors are gonna hate me. Alrighty, so we have Frank's Coyote swap. Now, one thing that's really interesting with his car is his gauge cluster. So let me show you mine. This is what a normal one looks like. So let me show you what a stock gauge cluster looks like. So it looks like this and that. That's what an 05 to 09 gauge cluster looks like. Now Frank's, on the other hand, is kind of
something special.
Yeah, a little bit different. And we're going to explain to you guys how he did it and everything as well. So this is the 11 to 14 gauge cluster. So how did you get this part exactly? You pulled it out of a...
Yeah, it got pulled out of a 2014 Mustang, which is where the motor and transmission came from too, right? So when I bought the transmission and motor, came with the car, and the dash cluster came with it too, and the ECU and the original wiring harness that came with it as well. Back at the shop, we had the idea to, you know, put in the new dash cluster. Well, the thing is we found out that it pretty much goes in relatively the same as the original cluster and everything. Some of the mounting points and whatnot, or the brackets I should say, actually mount relatively the same as the dash cluster that Johnathan has. It just looks a little bit different, but the way it clips and everything goes relatively the same.
Oh,
this came with the dash cluster and everything. That's how they made these dash clusters.
Oh,
yours
wait.
just isn't slanted. It's with the cluster. Like, you can take this off and then realize that the glass here isn't part of this.
Yeah.
It's actually part of the dash.
Yeah, I could feel it. Like it's actually connected to this thing right here.
Exactly. And
oh, so
it's literally just taking this piece off and just swapping out the dash clusters.
Oh, I see. That's really cool. So, and this one goes up to 160. Now, unfortunately, his speedometer doesn't work. Right, but there's something that can fix that. It's the digital 5G one that I have on mine. That's how I fixed mine. So if you wire that in, actually, let me show you. So for mine was hooked up to the control box, which you don't have.
No, I don't. We actually have 2 fuse boxes and 2 computers running this car instead of just one.
All right, let me show you this real quick.
But
yeah, because like for me, this is for a digital speedometer. I forgot what it was called. It's really expensive. You know what I'm talking about?
I think the screen pack kind of thing.
Yeah, like something pack, track pack or something like that. Yeah, that's what this thing is for. Do you not have that?
No, with the wiring harness that we put in, I don't think that one has it because we combined some of the 2014 wiring harness with the power by the hour wiring harness pack that we put in the car as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
However, when the shop I took it to pretty much built it. This was all built by Hammer Performance out in El Paso. That's where I was living before at the time, and I had them do the swap and everything for me. So basically what they were doing, I didn't have too much say in it, but at the same time I was telling them what I wanted done with the car, and then they just were able to figure everything out. So I don't know exactly how everything is wired, but they explained to me a general idea of how everything went together.
Can you change the colors on these things, or is it just a set color? How do you turn it on?
Well, first you need the key.
Oh, you can't just turn it on by turning on your lights?
No. Right, so some of it is hooked up as best they could get it, because you gotta understand, since I have 2 ECUs in this car and 2 fuse boxes in one, I have 1 computer and fuse box set up just for the motor. That way the motor can start and everything on its own, and then with the power by the hour power pack, that communicates with the older ECU that I actually had from this car, and from there that power pack communicates between the 2 ECUs to where once the engine turns on, everything else in the car will turn on as well. That way I can have things like locking doors, power windows, the gauge cluster will work as good as it can at least, and then all these gauges that I have up here set up. Your
RPM gauge, right, works. Oh, yes. And it flips. So my RPMs is on this side, like a stock one, and then the 1114s, it's on this side.
Yes. So basically, it's just like hooking up a aftermarket tachometer, but it's actually the OEM fitment. If I see you want the key.
Yeah, I just want to see what. Wow, your fuel system's louder than mine.
Yeah. You know, show the tach that it works and everything. I say it works just like normal.
What is that whining noise? Is that your transmission?
Well, the loud ass whining, that's the fuel system. That's how loud it is. What? I have a dual fuel pump system, that's why.
Oh, okay.
The stuff in the middle and everything, you'll notice some Mustangs, they'll actually have like the fuel gauge down here and everything, and they'll have the little track app screen and whatnot in the middle. Like the premium packages and whatnot.
That would have been pretty cool if you did the screen in the middle.
I would. I wish I had that dash cluster, but sadly that one didn't come with this. But however, that's still all that dash and everything in there. OEM is all the 14 actual dash.
The RPMs were. His speedometer is right here. So what'd you hook this part up to?
The speedometer, I believe, we wired through from the firewall, from all the wires and everything from the ECU that runs the secondary systems, I believe, not the motor ECU, because that ECU talks to the motor itself to where it can get its sensors and everything, I believe. Actually, if you want to take a look, we can actually take it out. Because I found out it was just like pretty much a damn near perfect fitment.
Oh.
And you can pretty much just have a good idea of like what kind of line, what kind of wires you need and everything. For this one, I know you need a GPS wire, because this is a GPS guided speedometer. It's not a regular digital speedometer. But other than that, it's just regular sensors and lighting wires that you need actually to wire the speedometer up. And
that's like perfect fit.
Yep. So it just takes a little bit.
And it kind of matches the.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing I liked. I just liked it when the first time I saw it. That it just stuck into the AC vent. I'm like, yeah, that's
so badass. We have the volts, water temp, and the oil pressure right there to monitor all of that, since it's not right there. I wonder how hard that would be to do.
Right, so the wiring in itself would be pretty hard, but actually putting in the dash itself is not. It's pretty easy in itself, because it clips in just like the original 05 to 09. it's all relatively same fitment and everything. Like if I took all this, if I took all of these layers off and then like took this dash cluster, this dash outer shell off, you'd be able to see that it literally just clips in just the same. It's just making sure that it's wired.
So that's the hardest part, is the wiring and everything. Yeah.
I say it's always just the wiring.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the gauge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to smash the like button. If you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the button down below. Like always, guys, have a great day. Peace.